All right, man. Good. All right, Beau. How are you feeling?
Pretty good.
You're training all the time, right?
Yeah.
Gosh. That's awesome, man. Good for you. And you won the Ironman?
The triathlon.
Yeah. Let me make sure I got good sound here. I do. Does this happen often to you, where somebody, like the media, talks to you about what you do?
Not exactly.
No, because I mean you're in a different kind of sport. How would you define what you do?
I guess I would say I'm a professional triathlete.
You are, and you get paid for it. Being professional means you get paid.
Not exactly.
Okay, but you're trying to, right? I mean that's kind of the hope. Is that correct? Can you make a living being
Some people do.
They do?
Well, some people they're alive.
But do you have to work? What I'm saying is, do those people have to have another job?
I think the guys at the very top don't have to have another job.
Right.
The guys like me have to have another job.
And what is your other job?
I'm a personal trainer.
Oh, you are?
Yep.
Okay, good. Well,
So I work at the Westmore Club.
You
here.
do? Yep.
And then in the winter I don't work and I just train full-time.
Full-time training.
Yep.
And how are you able to do that without working?
I live at home and I save all my money.
Do you train
over
here?
the summer? Yeah, I'm training right now. I'm still training.
You're still training, of course.
But it's compromised somewhat by the fact that I have to work. This past winter I was in Colorado Springs.
That's sweet.
And training out there.
Isn't that where the
the Olympic training center's out there.
Yep.
So I was swimming there every morning, and a lot of my workouts are based out of the training center. My coach is based out of the training center. He's a USA Triathlon high performance coach.
Oh, really?
So I was out there with a team of guys, just
That's great.
training every day.
You're a local kid.
Yep.
From Nantucket. Born here.
Born here.
Went to Nantucket High School.
Yep.
And I look at my son swims a little bit. Your name's on the board over there. It's been there for how long? 10 years? 15?
Some of the records are old. So I think I still have some from when I was 14.
Yeah.
So those are 11 years old.
Where does this drive come from?
I couldn't say. It's almost like a sickness.
It is.
Like you just sort of have to keep going. I mean, when I was swimming in college, all the guys I was swimming with couldn't wait to be done. It was almost like a chore at that point because you're swimming so much, and you've been swimming. Everyone's been swimming their whole life, and I always thought that like to finish your last swim meet in college was. And I remember seeing, like my freshman year, I remember seeing guys like almost in tears, just so happy they were done with swimming. So, and it seemed like that, and everyone was like that. And then when I was a senior, and I wasn't even done yet, I still had like another month and a half or so, I started feeling withdrawals, like before I was even done. And I was thinking, this is horrible.
You really started to get serious in high school. Right?
Yeah,
Were you playing other sports at the time too?
Yeah, I played baseball and soccer.
Okay. And did it come a point where you said, look, I got to do one or none?
Yeah, that was at the end of my sophomore year swim season.
Okay.
I think I finished 10th at states, and I realized that the guys who were ahead of me were not playing other sports. No one else is playing other sports at that meet. Except, a handful, but all those guys are swimming all year.
Yeah.
And swimming way more than me. So I cut the other sports and just focused on swimming.
I mean, finishing 10th wasn't good enough?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I just wanted to, and I knew I wanted to do something in college, some sports in college, but swimming was kind of my best bet to go the farthest. I wasn't going to be in the MLB.
Right. But was that a dream?
I wish I was.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. I wanted to be a baseball player.
I was watching them last night thinking, like, look at these guys. Like, they don't... They don't put themselves through the pain that I do.
No, exactly.
And they're making way more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
But much less strength than just all cardio.
Yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's all cardio, yeah. So
All cardio.
So how do you train?
So right now I'm swimming 4 times a week because I have a swim background, so I can get away with doing less. But I'm running 8 times a week
Because you need to run.
I need to improve in running, and I'm biking 6 times a week.
Okay, how's that going? How do you know you're doing better?
It's harder when I have to work compared to when I don't, just because, even if I have like an easier job, I'm still just standing, still just on my feet, for however many hours per day that I'm training. Whereas when I'm over the winter out in Colorado, I just wake up, swim, go home, eat, rest, and then next bike, rest, run. Sometimes I do 2 in a row, but the focus is all on the training.
Yeah.
So you just get a little bit more out of it, and it makes a huge difference. Because that was my first winter out there, and I improved. I improved more, in over this shorter time frame than I have at any other point. And of course, that's part of this because I'm working with a coach out there, but also because that was the focus. So the previous 2 years I was doing triathlon. I was also swim coaching at Umass, which is where I swam in college.
Is that where you went to college?
So I swam there 4 years, and I coached there for 2, assistant coach. And as soon as I stopped and just focused on myself, I started to see better results.
Did you get a scholarship to UMass?
I had some scholarship, not a full scholarship.
No, was it for swimming?
No one had a full scholarship. Yeah,
no, right.
For swimming. I had some academic money too.
Oh, good. I think swimming is really good for discipline and can help you. It seems like kids that swim have better grades than other kids that do other sports. I think if they did a survey of that,
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the most exciting sport.
No, it isn't. I think you can train your mind to just stick at it. I got to stick at this. And that's really what everything's about anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Regardless of how fit or tall or short, it's all in your heart and in training. Is that right? Is it really? What kind of guys are you seeing out there that you admire?
I admire the guys like myself who put in the work, don't cut themselves short. There are guys out there who just have a lot of talent, and they beat guys like me who work hard with less talent, but eventually you'll catch them.
You will.
I hope so. Obviously, the higher up you go, those guys work hard and they have talent.
Yeah.
So
what's the age group for a triathlete? What the optimum age between what?
It really varies. You can see some of the guys going to the Olympics. The guys who are best in the world are. One of them's my age, and one of them's 4 or 5 years older in the Olympic distance. But there's guys who could be in their mid-30s.
Do you know the guy that's going to the Olympics?
Not personally.
No.
There's 3.
There's 3. Yeah. They only took 3.
They only take 2 or 3 per country. 3 is the
Would
max.
you like to go to the Olympics?
Who wouldn't?
I know. I want to hear you say it, yeah. So yeah.
I'd like to go.
Of course. Where are you as far as that goes? Could you go in 4 years?
I think if I had some major breakthroughs with my running, I could get there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the Olympic distance is my calling. The general trend is the older you get, the farther you go. So you'll see guys who do the half Ironmans are like, maybe 29 to 33 or something, roughly. Of course, there's guys who are 22 who are doing full Ironmans. But the guys, at the top, it seems like, low 30s, high 20s for the half Ironman, and then the older guys are dominating in the full Ironman.
Now, the Olympics is a full Ironman. Is that correct or no?
No, the Olympic distance is like a quarter of an Ironman.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
What's the one that we do here?
That's a sprint.
That's a sprint.
Which is half of an Olympic.
Half of an Olympic.
Yeah.
Got it. So, what is your best event? The Olympic?
Probably the Olympic right now.
Yeah.
But I haven't even done one this year.
You haven't?
No. I've only done sprints.
Now, are they available? I mean, are there that many around that you can just like sign up? Is that the idea? Is that you want to do as many as you physically can? Does that help you? No.
It doesn't help. It actually sort of takes away from training. Like, you have to get in your training, and if you are racing, then you're not training. Because usually when you race, you want to do well, so you rest a little bit. You know, you don't do your 6-hour training session or whatever the day before. You back off so you can perform.
Got it.
So if you're racing too much,
right,
then something has to be compromised. You're either going to race more slowly, or you're going to train less to race better. So it's finding the balance, and you just sort of have to pick and choose your races and say, okay, this is my main focus, and I'm gonna rest up properly for this one, and I've got one 2 weeks before, but I'm gonna do a shorter rest. So I know I may not do as well, but you're focusing on, a particular race.
When's your next race?
I'm not exactly sure. There's not much going on in North America.
Is because it's so hot?
No, just I guess I can't properly explain it, but there's like a certain number of professional races that they can have, like per continent, I guess.
I see.
And most of them were in March, April, May.
I see.
The ones that were in North America.
So how long do you think you'll be doing triathlons?
I would love to be doing it, forever.
Really?
Really. Keep doing it forever, but like as a professional, I'd like to do it till I'm 40. Just keep moving up, get older, go longer.
Well, when you say professional, you mean, like I said, you got to get paid for the effort.
Yeah, but so part of being a professional is you have to earn your elite. I've actually like an elite status.
You're in an elite status right now.
So I have a card that says elite on it, as opposed to like a regular USA triathlon membership card, which it says adult.
I see.
So it gives me the ability to register myself for the elite races, or to be eligible to be invited to certain elite races. So there is a professional status, even if you're not, on a salary or getting paid, or even if you have no sponsors, you can still be professional